If you're watching this right now and you've ever lost money on PolyMarket, I need you to pay very close attention, because the reason you're losing is not bad luck. It's not that the platform is rigged. It's not that someone has inside information. It's because you're approaching this wrong. And once you understand the shift I'm about to explain, this entire platform feels different, predictable, structured, mechanical. And that's when the money starts getting consistent. I made over $200,000 trading prediction markets last year. Not one lucky bet, not one random spike. Consistent. And the reason wasn't intelligence. It wasn't connections. It wasn't access. It was understanding what this actually is. PolyMarket is not gambling. It is probability mispricing. That's it. Once you see that, everything changes. So let's start simple. PolyMarket works like this. You buy either a yes share or a no share. That's it. If a market says, will X happen by Y date, and yes is trading at 35 cents, the market believes there is a 35% chance it happens. If no is 65 cents, that's a 65% chance it doesn't. When the event resolves, the winning side pays $1 per share. The losing side goes to zero. Simple math. Now here's where people mess up. They think they're betting on outcomes. They're not. They're trading probabilities. There's a massive difference. You do not need to predict the future perfectly. You need to identify when the market probability is wrong. That's edge. And most people do not have edge. They open Twitter. They see headlines. They react emotionally. They see drama. They buy yes because it feels right. Or they buy no because they doubt it. That's not edge. That's impulse. Let me explain edge properly. Edge means that the probability implied by the market does not reflect reality. That's it. Nothing mystical. Nothing secret. Just math and psychology. When humans panic, markets move too far. When headlines break, markets overreact. When something sounds dramatic, it gets overpriced. One of the most powerful principles I've learned in prediction markets is something I call nothing ever happens. Dramatic events are consistently overpriced. Markets love chaos. Humans love catastrophic narratives. But most of the time, nothing happens. And if you consistently bet against overpriced drama, you win over time. Now let's make this concrete. Imagine a geopolitical market. Will X country invade Y country by December? A headline drops. Tensions spike. Twitter explodes. The yes side jumps from 18% to 42% in minutes. Does that mean invasion is likely? Or does it mean humans overreacted to a headline? That's the question. Most traders chase the move. Professionals ask, is the new probability justified? That's the difference. Now here's where it gets harder. Even if you understand mispricing conceptually, you still face the information problem. There is too much noise. Every tweet looks urgent. Every article feels important. And you cannot manually process everything fast enough without burning out or second-guessing yourself. Around this point is where I changed my process. Instead of manually researching everything for hours and still feeling uncertain, I flipped the workflow. Here's exactly what I do. I start with the PolyMarket bet itself. I find a market that looks controversial, dramatic, or heavily debated. I take a screenshot of the bet. Then I go to polysite.app, sign up. It's $1 right now, and that offer is only available until the end of today. And I go straight to the AI analyzer. I upload the screenshot, and then I let it work. The AI scans everything: news, official sources, Twitter, sentiment, real-time coverage, historical context. It checks contradictions between headlines and market pricing. It looks for narrative distortions. It pulls information I would never be able to gather manually in the same time window. And then it gives me a clear answer. Not vibes, not speculation. A probability-backed conclusion based on everything available right now. Then I go back to PolyMarket and I enter the bet. That's it. Now here's what's important. After that step, nothing changes. Same position sizing, same discipline, same risk management. PolySight doesn't replace thinking. It removes uncertainty. That's the key. And this is where most people blow up. They go all in on one trade because they feel it. They double down after a loss. They revenge trade. They ignore position sizing. They hold to resolution because they want to be right instead of profitable. Let me say this clearly. You do not need home runs. You need survival. Never go all in, ever. I don't care how certain you feel. There is no such thing as 100%. Markets are probabilistic. If you risk too much on one trade, you eliminate your ability to compound edge. Position sizing should feel boring. Small enough that one loss doesn't shake you. Diversified enough that variance doesn't destroy you. Now let's talk about psychology, because this is where real money is made. Humans overweight recent events. That's recency bias. If something dramatic happened yesterday, we assume it will continue. Markets reflect that emotional bias. Your job is to be the calm participant in an emotional environment. When everyone is screaming, "This is happening," you ask, "Is it priced correctly?" When everyone is complacent, you ask, "Is risk underpriced?" That mindset shift alone separates amateurs from professionals. Let me give you two real examples. Israel strikes Iran by January 31st, 2026. Headlines were insane. Social media was on fire. Yes, probability spiked aggressively. I took no at 66 cents. Market drifted back toward reality. It's now trading around 96 cents no. Significant profit. Not because I predicted geopolitics perfectly, because chaos was overpriced. U.S. forces enter Venezuela by January 31st, 2026. Same story. Emotional reaction. I entered no around 67. Market normalized toward 99. Profit. Same principle. Notice the pattern. Not flashy, not heroic, just discipline applied repeatedly. Now let's zoom out. If you trade 10 mispriced markets with proper sizing, even if 2 resolve against you, the math works in your favor over time. That's how professionals think. Not in single trades, in distribution of outcomes. PolyMarket is not about being right. It's about being probabilistically favorable. And once you internalize that, you stop chasing every headline. You stop reacting emotionally. You stop feeling like you're gambling. You start feeling like you're allocating risk. That's the full guide. Understand mechanics, understand edge, control risk, remove noise, repeat. If you're serious about actually winning on PolyMarket and not just gambling on it, this is the framework. And if you want to remove the research friction and verify markets quickly instead of drowning in headlines, PolySight is what I use. But remember, no tool replaces discipline. Discipline compounds, emotion destroys. If this made sense to you and you want more deep breakdowns like this, real strategy, real mindset, no fluff, subscribe. Comment what markets you want analyzed next, and I'll see you in the next one.